us. Great. That is on. And just so you know, we're going to record this webinar and it'll be posted on the IEA YouTube channel, usually in the next day or so. And I will share the link in the chat as we get going here so that you can bookmark that and feel free to share the webinar with someone that you know that would enjoy it. So hi, welcome everybody. My name is Lisa Jordan. I'm the Managing Director of the IEA, and I'm also the Executive Director of the Executives Association of Charlotte, North Carolina. I'm coming to you live from Ocean Isle Beach today, where I'm on vacation with my family, but always happy to hear about how my life could be more organized. So I'm excited to hear Marina's presentation today. Before we get started and I introduce Marina, I wanted to put in a quick plug for the IEA conference. Today is kind of an important deadline. July 15th is the last day of the early bird pricing for the IEA conference, which is coming up in Detroit at the middle of September. I'll also post that information in the chat as Marina gets going here. So if you want to click and check on that at some point after the webinar is over, I would encourage you to do that. We're hosting the conference in Detroit, also with the support of the Windsor execs and the Detroit execs. And if you're Canadian and would prefer to stay on the Canada side, you're welcome to do that. We have a hotel suggestion in Windsor and then also a hotel suggestion in Detroit. So we're trying to make this as user-friendly for everybody to join us and attend the conference. And today is the last day for the lowest pricing available. So if you're interested in that, I encourage you to check that out on the website and register. And if you have questions about it, I'll also put my email in the chat so you can shoot me an email and I'll be happy to get back to you today if you're on the fence about it and not sure if it's right for you. Okay, with that, I am going to go ahead and introduce my new friend, Marina, who is with the Palm Beach Executives Association and the owner of Palm Beach Organized. Growing up in Switzerland, Marina was surrounded by precision and efficiency and developed a knack for organization early on. What started as a one-woman operation with a label maker has grown into a full-service company helping families through major life transitions, whether moving, remodeling, or simply craving more calm at home. The mission of Palm Beach Organized is to make your life easier, more beautiful, and more intentional. I am excited to hear what you have to share with us, Marina. So with that, take it away.
Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. So happy to be here. I'm going to talk about the importance of systems, habits, and routines for an organized home and an organized life. I'm Marina Radlinski, the owner of Palm Beach Organized. As Lisa just said, I grew up in Switzerland, in Zurich. I always loved organizing, and I started my business with a label maker and a mission 5 years ago in New York, and then we moved down here to Palm Beach Gardens 3 years ago, started all over again. We are today a full-service company. We help families through moves, remodels, and everyday chaos. Our goal is not to create Pinterest perfect spaces. It is creating sustainable spaces that reduce stress and make life easier. Our signature service is the moving concierge service. We help all these families who are now moving to Florida. It's a hands-off luxury moving experience for people who don't want to lift a finger. Clients leave their chaos behind and return to a perfectly unpacked, organized home with systems in place. So if you know movers or you know anyone moving to Florida, let them know we are here to help. Our mission is to make life easier, more beautiful, and more intentional. This webinar is your roadmap to tackle clutter, build sustainable routines, and create space for what truly matters. So imagine this. It is Monday morning. You wake up late, you hit snooze 3 times, your kids are fighting over cereal bowls, then you get out of bed, you step on a Lego, the dog needs to go out, no one knows where the leash is, you can't find your keys, your emails are piling up, and your calendar is a complete mess. At 10 a.m. on Monday morning, you're already done with the week because everything feels chaotic and out of control. Or you can imagine this instead. You wake up early, no snoozing, you walk your dog, you listen to a podcast, everyone in the house knows what they're expected to do. The kids have their clothes laid out, the lunches are packed, you already reviewed your priorities the night before, and then you even have time to enjoy your coffee sitting down on your patio. That sounds crazy, right? So, what's the difference between these two mornings? Between a chaotic Monday morning and one that feels calm and in control, it's not luck or having more time, it's preparation. It's systems, routines, and habits what make this difference. There are behind the scenes tools that run the show. When they are in place, your home and your life run smoother. Let's talk about why they matter so much. Systems create a structure, a framework that supports your life. A system reduces decision fatigue by automating what I do next. Habits are consistency. They are repeated actions that keep your systems running. When something becomes automatic, it stops feeling like work. And routines are a rhythm. Routines give your day a natural flow. They help you stay on track and prevent chaos from sneaking in. So if systems give us structure, habits give us consistency, and routines give us rhythm, then the question is, how do we actually build those into our day-to-day life? That's where the 3 pillars of an organized life come in. These are daily systems, weekly resets, and intentional habits. These are the foundation that make everything feel easier. And I'm gonna talk about each of them a little bit. So, the daily systems are the little things. Don't get overwhelmed by big events. It's the everyday chaos that builds up. Daily systems are small routines that create structure and flow. These systems help prevent constant catch-up. They give you control, clarity, and breathing room in your day. It's not about doing more. It's about being intentional with what you already do. When the little things run on autopilot, everything gets so much easier. So let's talk about the magic of doing things right away. Later is a clutter multiplier. Whatever it is, stuff or your mental load. The do it now mindset keeps little tasks from turning into big problems. So what do daily systems actually look like in real life? Here are a few simple habits that make a big difference. Everything in your home needs its home. The keys need a place where they go. The dog's leash needs a place where it goes. Your wallet should always go in the same spot. Incoming mail should have a spot. Junk mail should go straight to the trash. Devices should be charged in one spot. And then there is the rule to not put it down, put it away. Dishes go in the dishwasher, trash goes in the trash can, and the laundry does not need to go on the floor before it goes in the hamper. It should go straight in the hamper. It's the 60-second rule. If it takes less than a minute to do, just do it right away. I love morning and evening routines, so let's start at the beginning. A calm and intentional morning makes everything else feel easier. Your morning sets the tone for your entire day. A solid morning routine isn't about being a superhuman, it's about creating calm, not chaos. Even a short routine can give you momentum, focus, and energy. I start my day with making the bed. And it's such a small thing, but a small accomplishment that kind of sets the tone for your day. And then while you are waiting for your coffee maker to get hot or brewing your coffee, unload the dishwasher, pack lunches, and while you're doing that, immediately put dishes in the dishwasher. Check your calendar and confirm today's plan. And then do a 5-minute tidy in the kitchen, in the living room, wherever it's needed. And just as important as it is how you start your day is how you end it. The evening reset is your secret weapon. It's your chance to wrap up the day and set tomorrow up for success. Think of it as closing out your daily task so you don't wake up already behind the next day. I love cleaning up my office. I work out of my house. When I'm done, bring all the dishes and cups and Coke cans, Diet Coke, Coke Zero cans down to the kitchen. Toss papers or file papers before leaving the office. Another big one is unpacking bags. It's not just your kids' bags. Ladies, your handbags. All that stuff that accumulates in there, clean it out every single day. And then check tomorrow's schedule and set one intention. Before you leave the kitchen for the night, do what a restaurant would do. They close down the kitchen every night, wipe down counters, load and run the dishwasher. So you get to a clean and organized kitchen in the morning. Your dishwasher is ready to be unloaded while you're waiting for your coffee. Then do a quick living room reset. Fold up blankets, shake out pillows, put toys away. I love laying out clothes for the next day. Do not have to think about that in the morning. Then I plug in devices to charge overnight. And while brushing teeth, you can tidy up your bathroom just a little bit. It's just the small things that you do over and over. And because small things done daily build up into a home that feels calm and under control. The next one are the weekly systems, the big reset. On Monday mornings, do you ever feel like you're already behind on everything? Or the Sunday scaries? If so, you're not alone. Many of us drag the chaos from the previous week into a new one. Cluttered kitchen, mail piling up, laundry half done, and no wonder that we feel stressed before the week even starts. This is why a weekly reset really matters. It is not about being perfect. It is about setting your week up with intention. It's not just organizing. It's a strategy for protecting your time, energy, and peace. The weekly reset can be split up in 5 zones. It's the home reset, clutter control, calendar and logistics, digital and paper cleanup, and the week prep. I will tell you about each of them a little more in detail. Start with the home reset to create a clean and calm foundation. The bigger tasks, do laundry. And with laundry, I mean wash it, dry it, fold it, and put it away. Not just clothes, also blankets, towels, whatever it is. Change your sheets and towels to make your house feel luxurious and fresh. Wipe down kitchen counters, bathroom sinks, and mirror. Clean out the fridge. Empty trash bins in bathrooms, bedrooms, and kitchens. Water your plants and restock household basics like toilet paper, paper towels, soap, and if you have time, vacuum or Swiffer your main living areas. A pro tip is to do this in a set order every week because then it becomes automatic. The next one is the clutter control zone. It is to clear visual clutter that builds up stress. It can be done in 10 to 15 minutes. You walk through your house and you return stray items, items that don't belong in that space or in your house, like cups, toys, shoes, mail, books, chargers. Then you go and empty the drop zones, like the kitchen island, the entry table, the laundry room counter, and the pile of Amazon boxes that I think we all have in our homes. You should return borrowed items to a return bin or put it straight in your car. When you do that, don't aim for perfection. Just get everything back to its home or out of your space. Next, you should look at your calendar and plan the logistics for the upcoming week to reduce your mental load for the next week. Open your calendar, look 7 days ahead. What's coming up? Appointments, meetings, events, travel, school things, and what is not happening anymore. If you have too much on your calendar, cancel or reschedule to free up time. Also coordinate your calendar with your family or everyone else involved in your daily life, like your assistant, your nanny, a co-parent. Make sure that kids get picked up, dropped off, driven to sports, and all that. I also like to schedule in my workouts and chill time. Then do some meal planning. And that doesn't mean you have to cook. It can mean that on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, you do takeout. If that works for you, that's totally okay. Just plan it. The fourth zone is the digital and paper cleanup. Digital clutter is the mess that slows you down on your computer. Clear out your inbox, even if it's just a few emails. Then review or delete calendar invites that no longer apply. Clear your desktop and your notes folder or all the sticky notes on your desk. Check your mail. Toss junk mail, even if you haven't done it yet. Pay bills and respond to invites or whatever important it is in the mail. We don't want paper piles piling up, so everything either needs to get tossed, filed, or actioned. The last zone is the week prep, to set the tone for the week, not just for your space. Ask yourself, what do I want this week to feel like? Pick one goal or focus for the week. Keep it simple and meaningful. Write down 1 to 3 personal or family priorities. And set a boundary or release something that's not serving you. You have happy hour scheduled with this friend who only complains. You don't need to do it. Cancel it. Then journal, meditate, or go for a quick walk before the last big thing in your week prep needs to get done, grocery shopping. But on your way to go grocery shopping, drop off donations or returns, get gas and wash the car, then grocery shop. Delegate whatever and whenever it is possible. Cleaning, errands, meal prep. If you hate it, outsource it. Because that you can do it just doesn't mean you should do it. Because you either pay with your time or with your money. So be intentional with both. So what does this actually look like in practice? Let's walk through a few intentional habits that make daily life smoother, your space calmer, and your routines way more manageable. Grocery shopping is a big one. You should always shop with a list. You should not walk into Target or Costco and let then tell you what you need. Because impulse buys often clutter up our homes with things we don't need and don't truly love. I love using the shared notes app on my phone. Can be shared with different people in the household, and you can add on during the week what you need. There is no need that you run to the grocery store because you need paper napkins on Thursday. You can use paper towels. It's fine until Sunday. So funny thing about my Costco list, it is organized by the store layout. So first come the paper goods. When I walk in, paper goods first, cleaning supplies, and then the fruit. Makes it easier and faster. Grocery shopping is step one of organization. But what happens after the store is just as important as the shopping itself. When you get back, unpack with intention. Remove bulky packaging. For example, granola bars should come out of the boxes and they should be immediately placed into their dedicated storage zones. Your pantry should have labeled bins for snacks, breakfast, dinner staples, and then in the garage, you should have zones for paper goods, beverages, not just stuff thrown in shelves. When your kitchen and pantry are organized, meal prep is way easier. It reduces food waste because you see what you have, you see what you need, you don't overbuy, and things don't expire. That much about grocery shopping. And then I want to talk about online shopping. The 24-hour wait rule is a good one to not just buy stuff when we are bored. Add it to your cart, but wait 24 hours. It will make you more intentional with shopping. Ask yourself, do I really need it? Do I have something similar? Will I still want this item tomorrow? And oftentimes you forgot by tomorrow that you wanted that. Next, I have some tips for you about your closet. You should only keep what you love and what you feel great when you're wearing it. And you should ask yourself, would I buy this again today? I don't know if you heard of the 1 in, 1 out rule. Or if you buy a new, let's say, pair of sneakers, you get rid of an old pair. If you're trying to downsize, you can do the 2 out for every new one in, or even 5 out. So, for example, you let go of five swimsuits or 5 yoga pants that you haven't touched in years, and then you reward yourself by buying one that you actually love and will wear. This habit works wonders in closets, but also with toys, kitchen gadgets, and anything that tends to pile up. If you want to take it a step further, you can keep a donation bag right inside your closet and your kids' closet. If you put on something, you don't love it, it goes straight in there. With kids' things, if they are too small, straight in the donation bag, bin, whatever it is. And if you model this consistently, your kids will start picking up on it too, and it becomes second nature to them. Another habit that helps to keep your home and life organized is to store items where you use them, because convenience equals consistency. If it is easy to access, it is easy to put away. Dog leash, hang it by the front door. Scissors, you can keep a pair in the kitchen, 1 pair in your office, and 1 with the gift wrapping supplies. Cleaning supplies, you can store in a small caddy in every bathroom, so wiping down the sink takes only 30 seconds and not 30 minutes, 10 minutes, 30 minutes, whatever, because you first need to find the sponge and the roll of paper towels and so on. So it's right there and it can be done immediately. You should also create dedicated zones around the house. Zoning is one of the most powerful tools in organizing. Think function first. A charging zone, one central area where you charge all your devices overnight. Electronics, keep them all in one spot. So chargers, batteries, all that. And if you need I don't know, an old iPad cable, you know where you can find that. Also, when you're organizing junk drawers and so on, return these things to one central spot. You should have a drop zone, a small entryway station with hooks, baskets, or trays for shoes, bags, and keys. You should have a mail zone, a designated spot for incoming mail, bills, and outgoing letters, including a trash bin in front of it for the junk mail, so it doesn't pile up. You can have a lunch prep zone. It should be one drawer with lunch boxes, bottles, and so on. Next to it, you should have the snacks. So it makes it very easy. You prep lunches, you put the snacks in, you have the bottles right there. It makes weekday mornings a breeze. And then you can have your kids' school zone where you keep the backpacks, a homework tray, and a reminder board. Intentional habits will become your new routine with these tips. In the beginning, they take effort, but soon they become how you live. Think about brushing your teeth. You don't have to be reminded, it's part of your rhythm. These small decisions add up. They reduce decision fatigue, improve efficiency, and create more ease. An organized life isn't about perfection, it is about peace. Every habit you build, every system you set brings you closer to a home that supports your life rather than drains it. Because an organized life is more peaceful, less chaos every single day. And now it's your turn for questions.
Thank you, Marina. That was great information. Maybe a little overwhelming. I feel like I just need to hire you to come and do all this for me because, ugh. If you have a question you'd like to ask, please feel free. We have a large group, so just go ahead and unmute yourself if you'd like and chime in and ask away. I have a question. Do you have any advice on getting the other members of your house on board with this plan? Because I feel like this can't be a party of one. This has to be some buy-in from spouse and children. Do you have thoughts on that?
Yes, I would say your children, involve them as early as possible. My son had to fold blankets with me when he was 2 years old. Just make it fun, make it a game, not, oh, we have to fold blankets now. No, we gotta dance around and we fold blankets, and it's fun. Spouses, different story. Bribes sometimes work. Bribes sometimes work.
Yeah, we have a mantra I'm trying to introduce at my house because I have older kids now, and I heard it online somewhere, but I say notice and do. And I say that phrase to my kids all the time, notice and do. Like you know, you see a bowl out, you see shoes out, you see whatever, like notice it and do something about it. And I keep repeating that, and I just hope it's gonna stick. I don't know if it will.
I love it. I love it.
Okay, who has a question for Marina? I'm sure there's questions out there. I have another one. I mentioned I'm traveling this week. We're out of town on a family beach trip. Do you have organizational tips for when you're packing or when you're traveling, since it is vacation season right now for many?
I would say leave your house in order so you look forward to come home. Once you get home, start right away a load of laundry. And when you're leaving, I actually sort my laundry before leaving. So when I come home, I open my suitcase and it goes right in the washing machine while I do other stuff that needs to get done after vacation around the house. The first load of laundry is already going.
I like that. That's smart. Very good. Donna, did you have a question for Marina?
Yeah, where do you find is the best place to go buy if you need organizational tools like any of the baskets and the bins and things like that? Where do you suggest you find
So,
the best bet?
two things about that. First thing, hi Donna, great having you here. Organize first and then buy what you need. Do not, please do not run out and buy organizational supplies before you have organized. Organize and then you see what you need. Container store, my absolute favorite. Home Goods and TJ Maxx, these stores, they sometimes have organizing supplies. I don't recommend that because you usually can't find the same again. And then it's just not a consistent look. If you don't care about that too much, go ahead, get the discounts. But Container Store.
I would say IKEA too, no?
We don't have an IKEA close by here.
Oh, okay. If you live near an IKEA, they have a
Maybe,
lot of
yes.
bins and they're really
Yes.
cheap. Yeah. Yeah, I love an IKEA for that. Okay, any other questions?
Hey,
Please feel free.
Marina,
Yeah, go ahead, Richard.
I think one of the hardest things for me and my wife is making that decision to throw things away. I thoroughly understand buy one, throw one out, or buy one and throw five out because I'm at that stage in life where I need to throw five out. But how do you disconnect yourself emotionally from the five items that you
Good
have?
question.
Ask yourself, do you really need it? Do you really love it? And I tell my clients, if they have a shirt with holes in it, but they love it and they wear it every night to sleep, keep it. But if it's something that's just sitting around in your closet, get rid of it. You don't need it. You're not gonna miss it. I promise you're not gonna miss it.
Well, on the same vein, what about like like certainly electronic documents, you can store it on the cloud or on your computer, but when you start having paper documents, I started scanning some, but then that becomes overwhelming. So how do you manage that part? Because I don't love those documents, but in the back of my mind, I might think that those are important, but then it becomes a challenge determining what is important and what is not important.
How old? So what we usually do with papers, everything that's 7 years or older should go, unless it's maybe I have clients, they wrote the book, so they want to hold on to these papers where they wrote. This is, I would say, it's a difficult one. Store them if you think you really need them, but be subjective and don't just store all of it. Like, I don't know, notes from a book and also ask yourself how, if it's about writing a book, how realistic is it that you are going to write that book with these notes, and when?
That goes along to with pictures. I have tons of pictures from when the kids were young and now grandkids were young. And it's true, some of the albums my wife and I haven't touched in a long time, but then when we find it and pull it out, we say, oh, they're so precious. Then it becomes a real emotional burden to say, oh, I think we should get rid of these. Or at least we say, maybe we should give it to the kids. And kids nowadays, they don't really want them in a paper form. They want it digitally so they can see it on their phone and such. So Yeah, I'm finding some challenge in that as well, because I swear I might have thousands of photos.
Mhm.
There
Printed,
are there are companies that digitalize photos or make albums out of them. Maybe pick a few that you really want and your kids you really want your kids to have, or there are the frames where you can upload pictures. So if your kids don't want actual pictures at home, that would be a gift idea for them, one of the digital frames, and then have an album uploaded. And companies do
Okay.
that. There are companies who do that. So you
Right,
don't
right.
have
I've
to
seen
sit there
them.
and scan
Okay.
the picture.
Okay. Thank you.
Any other questions? If you don't want to unmute yourself, you can post it in the chat too. If you're in a spot where you can't talk, understand that.
Questions about your home, spaces in your home.
Marina, can you put your email in the chat, or can you, or you know what, I have it. I'll paste it here in the chat in case someone thinks of something after the fact, they can
Absolutely.
reach out to you.
Absolutely.
It's hello@palmbeachorganized, is that right?
Yes.
Okay,
And
great.
put this up here. Follow along on social for organizing tips, how-tos.
That's Marina's email, hello@palmbeachorganized.com. And oh, yeah, I started following you on Instagram as well. So perfect. So if there's no other questions, then we will adjourn for today. But thank you all for being a part of the webinar. Remember, it will be posted on the IEA YouTube channel. You can find the IEA YouTube channel by going to ieaweb.com. We have a link on the homepage to the YouTube channel. And if you have further questions for Marina, please reach out to her via email. Remember, today is the last day to get early bird pricing for the IEA conference. Would love to see many of you in Detroit this September. And thank you, Marina. You did a fabulous job.
Thank you.
Bye, everybody. Have a great day.
Bye. Thanks, Marina.
Thank you.